How ready do you feel you are, Rich, for game one?
Yeah, I think watching the game last night and the intensity of that has got everybody excited and the juice was flowing. We know there's going to be a big crowd on, the excitement at Channel 4. We feel ready. I've said this for a while, James. I think in terms of getting better, I think gradually that comes with playing live football. I think you can only get so far in training before it needs to get real. Having said that, we've had enough trial games and everybody's got enough minutes under the belt, which, I do feel that we've not been chasing his tail in terms of preparation around that. Preparation got impacted a fraction this week, but nothing that I don't think we've been able to cope with.
On the selection front, how would you gauge Harry Newman's chances 24 hours ahead of the game?
Well, we'll see tomorrow. He's feeling better every day. But obviously, with Blake going out, we're not going to reveal our teammate. And, Harry's inclusion could certainly impact who plays at 6 for us. So, unfortunately, guys, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow.
How disappointed are you in the circumstances leading to Blake's absence?
Yeah, hugely disappointed. Irrespective of the grading of the tackle, is it a caution A or B? Irrespective of he would or wouldn't have been available for the Hunslet game and rule him out. We're just majorly disappointed that we found out 8 days after we uploaded our game, and it came on Monday, and it impacted, it impacted our preparation. So yeah, as a club, we're usually disappointed, but we're going to not waste too much energy on it. We'll take it up down the correct channels behind the scenes and try not to make it a focus of tomorrow.
I know they've got a new coach in there, but nevertheless, has Blake been able to offer any useful insights into the Wolves?
We've made it about us, James, because it's round one. I think it would be folly to take too much out of Warrington's trial game. You can certainly see that they have got a new coach, and there's some, real obvious changes in what they're doing in there. But the class players are still the class players. When you watch the game, Ben Curry comes up with some great moments. We know the spine that is much vaunted and full of terrific players. And having watched the trial game, we said to our guys, we put some balance to this, because round one, I think when it's on, when it's on and it's really on, we'll see a different team and some improvement to maybe where they were a couple of weeks ago when they played Wigan. But again, Blake's a strong contributor, whether he's playing or not, regardless of who we're playing and whether it's about us. So any little bits and bobs, what he can chip in individually, has been great for us.
You'll want the win, obviously, but what else do you want to see from this first game?
Yeah, a fully committed team, which I think we're going to get, full of passion. At the same time, controlled passion. Thought last night were brilliant for us. We saw two teams with a huge intensity, but we also saw around the directives and law interpretations that you got to manage that passion and not let it overspill into errors or discipline issues. So I think that's going to be really important. I want to see us defend well. I want to see us chase kicks well. I want to see us escort kicks well and really set a platform for us.
I think Matt Pryor, if he plays, will make his 300th career appearance, which is an incredible landmark, isn't it? What can you say about his contribution to the side, and how important will he be going forward this year?
Well, look, we've obviously had a presentation to Matty this morning to recognise his wonderful achievements in the game. He's been a truly magnificent signing for us. I think to play 300 games, not all of them in the front row. Matty played a fair bit of edge in his St George days, but the way that Matty plays the game, his longevity. He's won a premiership at St George. He's won a premiership at Cronulla, and he's won a Challenge Cup at Leeds alongside a state of origin, some state of origin appearances as well. He's shown remarkable quality, resilience, toughness. He plays big minutes. And Matty, I think the biggest tribute we can give to Matty is he's just one of those players that everybody loves playing with him. Everybody wants him in your team, and week on week, you just know what you're going to get from him. His standards have been huge, and I think the fact that 300 games at his age, still playing to the standard he's playing over here, is again real testament to how he's looked after himself and the thoroughly professional nature. Matt is a real, he's straightforward, Matty. You exactly know where you are with him. He's very low maintenance to coach. He just gets on with it and doesn't get ruffled too much about anything really. And we're really pleased that we signed him. Really pleased that we've got him here, and he's alongside of us. And I say he's still got plenty left in tank, Matty. Yeah.
You said you'd had some good speakers in when you came in. Is there anybody you can tell us about that's been in to present the shirts?
Yeah, we're happy to say that. Look, Pete, the club is blessed with so many wonderful players, title winners, Challenge Cup winners, certainly over the last 20 years with the golden generation. But I think you've seen from when we did our, weekend away, sometimes we look beyond that and try and find some special reasons. Darren Fleary came in and played a part for us in pre-season alongside Colin Maskell and Danny Ward. This morning, Kevin Dick has presented Aidan Caesar's jumper to him. Kevin's obviously a Challenge Cup winner, a Great Britain international at the club, played for Yorkshire, and man of the match in big finals, over 1,000 points for the club. So we reached out to Kevin, and he's Kev's had us in stitches. We're telling the boys about discipline, and he's talking about banjoing people as a Bobby playing behind the line. But no, it's huge respect to Kevin for giving his time up and coming in this morning. We had Carl Hall in, and Carl has been a wonderful servant to rugby league in this country after coming over as a junior Kiwi. Represented the club, albeit for a short time, but his contribution to the game in England, not only on the field, but the work he's done with Doncaster, the fact that he's at the hub of a lot of, Kiwi boys, Polynesian boys, island guys that really keeps them together off the field. He's been a vice president of the Rugby League, big part of the Exiles last year. So Carl come in and spoke a few words. And for James Bentley, we invited his family in. Being lifelong Leeds fans, we thought it'd be a real special moment, and we managed to dig some pictures out of a 9-year-old James in his Leeds shirt, meeting Scott Donald and at Wembley. So yeah, it were a nice, nice sort of moment, more than usual. Obviously, rarely do you get 3 debuts all at the same time, and obviously Matty getting his 300. So yeah, that's why we're just a little bit late finishing this morning, guys. Kevin Dick, we didn't want to stop Kevin in full flow.
Just a quick one on the selection front. You've gone from, I suppose, a couple of weeks ago looking like you're in a really good spot to having quite a tricky one to deal with here, because obviously you could move certain players, but then that drags someone else out of position and with Blake and Harry. How difficult has it been to sort of juggle with all the options that you've got, because you do have some versatility in there?
I disagree. Not really. I think you build your squad knowing that there's going to be some contingencies at some point. Hopefully, we've trained enough around that. As I say, I was disappointed that we didn't get a call till 8 days after the incident, and almost found out by accident that he'd not cleared the charge. Really, so we would have liked a little bit more preparation time in terms of making those changes. But at the same time, everybody's been telling me all season the massive headache, all off season, the massive headaches that I've got. There's going to be some good players not in our team tomorrow. Some really good players. So it's not been a difficult one, Matt. It's been pretty seamless, to be honest. Of course, we would love Blake in our team for this one. But we've been able to make those contingencies by putting some very, very good players in the start lineup.
You were at Channel 4 headquarters on Monday.
Yes.
How seismic a moment is it for the club to be involved with an occasion like that tomorrow, but also for the game to be part of something special and unique on terrestrial TV?
Awesome. We're really excited by it. We're really privileged and proud, and we want to get out there and put a good show on. We really do. It is a huge opportunity for the game. As I said earlier, everybody's juices were flowing after watching the Sky game last night. I thought Jonesy and Johnny Wilkin gave a wonderful, refreshing energy to the coverage. Thought they were brilliant. The intensity of the game were magnificent, and back to Channel 4, meeting the guys that are obviously running the program in there, not just the presenters in terms of Adam Hill, but the guys that are doing the producing behind the scenes. They're just as excited as we are. What I would say, it's the first goal, and I guess like us in our first game or trial games, there may well be some things that might not go as smooth as I would like, but I think it is a huge opportunity for the game to be out there in front of so many numbers. For the Rugby League Tragics, there's 4 games on this weekend. There's another game on Monday night, as well as highlights programs, throughout the whole networks that's got the game. So yeah, I would agree. It is an awesome time and a wonderful opportunity for the sport.